let's talk about tonight's game. Chelsea-Newcastle, obviously, decent game. Two teams who have been pretty bang average this season, really, but decent game of football. Chelsea were good. You know, they put in a decent performance. I'm still not convinced they're anything special. But, you know, Newcastle, are we going to start talking about Eddie Howe and his performances as the manager and getting the best out of this group of players and where they want to be? They've gone from Champions League to, you know, being, you know, if Chelsea win their game in hand, in the bottom half of the table.
I know. And look, when I'm looking at Newcastle, I was expecting more. I actually didn't look at I just expected them to be like 7th going on 6th, 5th.
Yeah.
You know? And then I looked at the table today, I was like, ooh.
Yeah, they're miles off it.
Yeah, it's not that great for them. Yeah, look, they are missing Kieran Trippier. Like, when you see Kieran, when he was in that team, obviously he gives them another dynamic. And but are we going to blame it just on him?
No.
You know?
No.
I'm quite worried about their future, as in, see like players like Bruno Guimaraes.
Yeah.
He's going to be thinking, well, we need players that are going to make difference, but make a difference at the level.
Yeah.
That's going to make a difference. And we need to sign these players if I'm going to stay. Do you leave the richest club in the world? I'm not sure if that's an option.
They can't spend any money. It doesn't look like they can. I mean, obviously in January, everyone looked like they were struggling to, you know, figure out what they could spend, and Newcastle obviously didn't.
Yeah.
But they are the richest club.
They are.
You're only the richest club if you can spend the money, and it looks like they're struggling to do that. But I think you're right, mate. I think you look at it and you go, you know, they've got Isak, they've got Guimaraes, who's a brilliant player, and they're going to go eventually. Well, hold on a minute. You know, I joined this football club because we're gonna. And
we thought we're going
places. We're going to be
places.
like the new Man City,
yeah.
right?
And it looked like that for 2 years.
And
last 2 years, it looks like they're building towards something.
But it's been a big drop off, massive drop off. And you know, if you're talking about progressing as a football club, they've gone the other way. And
you say West Ham's, like, fans of West Ham looking at our season and thinking, do you know what? We're actually 7th. Look at Newcastle's season, you're thinking, do you know what? We're not doing that bad.
No, that's why people.
Do you know what I mean?
A lot of people dig out David Moyes, and I said this at the weekend. The result, obviously, they managed to get a result in the end, but you have to give him credit. But Newcastle, look, they're massive fans of Eddie Howe, and I get it, I understand it. He's took them from, you know, in the gutter really, and helped them become a force. But they've had the money, they've had investment in the football club, and now there's the point where you go, well, are we going to start talking about him maybe not being, you know, good enough to take them to the next level?
It's been quite.
I don't know if Newcastle fans are thinking that. That's what I want to know.
It's been inconsistent, to say the least. Even their form has been inconsistent. Their last 5 games, what was it? They lost the last. They just lost the last one. They won the one before that. They lost before that, and then drew. Then what? It's like there's no level ground. You don't know what you're gonna get. Yeah. And the fans are definitely going to be wanting a little bit of more consistency of knowing where they're at. Because right now, it's just topsy-turvy. They don't know where they're coming or going. Yeah.
All right, well, let's speak to some Newcastle fans. Let's go to Sean. He's phoned us up. All right, Sean.
Hi, Sean.
Hello?
All right, Sean.
How are you, mate?
I'm good, yeah. No, I think it's time for Eddie to go.
Oh, really? You want him out?
Oh, definitely. Honestly, don't get us wrong. I think he's done brilliant. But I think he's run out of ideas, to be fair. I think it's just time for him to go.
Yeah, look, watching the game tonight, I kind of agree with you, Sean. You hit the nail on the head with run out of ideas. I was watching Newcastle tonight and I'm thinking, you look like you've run out of ideas. It's exactly what it does look like. And I don't know if he's the guy to take you to that next level. You've got a good side there with some good players, but I just think you're off it.
Do you know when I seen the first 11 like tonight, I thought, you know what it is, we're going to batter Chelsea. That's what I thought. I thought all 11 was better than the 11, even though they spent like £1 billion on the team. But I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's nothing. It's just not there anymore.
Yeah, they don't seem like there's a spike in your team. Like there's like. Yeah. It looks more reactional. All your performances, that's like a reaction. Something has to happen before you get your game up, if you understand what I'm saying. So you don't lead the game. You don't lead the game and take it to the other team. Especially Chelsea. Chelsea right now, they're not in great form.
They're not great.
Like before this game, they'd drawn their last 2 games. So I'm thinking, go on Newcastle, do something and show me something. And they didn't.
It looked like 2 poor teams out there tonight. I thought.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And we was talking about it as well. Even Chelsea, they couldn't even string 3 passes in a tight space. Like, see how like Spurs, they could keep the ball for time.
Yeah.
Like Chelsea don't look like they've got that going yet, that cohesion.
No.
And I was thinking they might have been there for the taking.
I thought tonight. I thought tonight Newcastle needed to make a statement and go for a big win. And I thought you were poor, to be honest. I really did. I know Murphy scores a good goal at the end to kind of make it look respectable, but really and truthfully, over the game, I was like, Newcastle offering nothing, really. Nothing.
Even last week against Wolves, we were poor. I know we won like 3-1 or whatever it was, but we haven't been right for a long time. It's a shame because, like I say, I like Eddie Howe. I think he's done a brilliant job, but I think it's like time we get someone who knows how to win games.
All right. Well, Sean, I appreciate your call. I want to hear from Newcastle fans. Got a few of them phoning up saying they're not happy with Eddie Howe, and it is getting to that point where you need to start having that conversation. Shall we go to Simon, who's a Chelsea fan? Si?
How's it going?
I'm all right, Si. How are you?
How are you doing, mate?
Not too bad. I thought the result was good today. I mean, first half, I actually thought Newcastle were better than us, and we were a bit slow. We were lucky to be 1-1. But second half, I think it improved a lot. I think Stowe's a really good right back. And I think Pochettino needs a bit of time. I think he should be judged second season. I mean, it's been poor the season. It's been quite pressing. But I think today we're playing well. Where Madrid looks like he's getting a bit better. Only Sterling was poor. But apart from that, I think he's getting better. We should just...
No, I make you right. I've always said that Chelsea are in a position right now where it's a bit of a teething point where you're at, because when you look at it, I see what Poch wants to do, but it's just you can't get that team because they're so young to sing to his song at the moment, and it sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's very inconsistent, and that's where you're at the moment. So when you're looking at Poch now, and I'm thinking, do you know what? He does need a second season. He might get. I think
together. the first 10 games of next season is going to be.
Yeah, he needs that.
Where he really gets.
He needs that.
But look,
you got Cole Palmer's brilliant at the moment. Mudryk looks like he's going to do something now. For all of a sudden today, even he done a lovely cross, but it was a running across.
Yeah,
like he just outspeeded the player. I don't know what he done there. He was so quick.
He's rapid.
He's rapid. He went past the player, crossed a nice ball in. But that's what we want to see. We don't see that usually, you know what I mean? And I was thinking, I was losing hope of him, to be honest.
Yeah, I think everyone was.
But after today, as I've gone, do you know what? He's got a little bit, you know. He could do something.
But the problem you've got, though, Si, is they'll put a performance in. And tonight, look, I thought Newcastle were really average, but you've won the game in the end comfortably. But I'm still not convinced. I don't know what it is. I watch you and I'm like, there's still like an X factor missing. And I don't know whether that's a star player that you sign in the summer, where it's, you know, or Nkuku actually comes back in his fit, because I think he can be a star for you. I just don't know. I feel like there's something. Look, Cole Palmer for me is a star.
Yeah, he's got X factor.
He's a star when I watch him. The rest of them, I'm like, yeah.
You know what? Nicholas Jackson done all right today, man. He ran about. He made sure that he made a nuisance of himself. But at the same time, he hasn't. But at the same time, I see what you're saying. He don't have that star factor. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I'm looking at it. I'm thinking you might need to go and get that person. And Nkuku, I don't know what's happening with him at the moment.
Just always injured. I mean,
I just don't.
Always injured.
You've got to be fit to make an impact. You know what I mean? And you're gonna have to go out there and go and get yourself a goal scorer. You know, I think.
I agree with Jamie. I think we are inconsistent. That's the biggest thing. You don't know what Chelsea's going to turn up. But I just think they're young. The only thing for me, I just want more from Caicedo. I just think he's not doing great. You just can walk past him at times. I want more from him. But overall, just hopefully just grow the team and just give Poch time. If we're still struggling next season, then maybe get rid of him. But whoever we get in, it's going to be the same. So,
well, look, you've got a game in hand on the teams above you. You're on 39 points and 7th place West Ham. Yeah, you got Spurs. So
that's going to be a romper stomper.
It's a big game, and you know it is actually a massive game. Because look, I was looking at it, going, well, Chelsea ain't really got anything riding on it. They're mid-table. But if you win that game, you can actually still get 7th, really.
I think we can get 7. I don't think we will get 7 because, like you said, we're so inconsistent. We could lose to Burnley tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised. But we just, hopefully we can get 7th and maybe a FA Cup and go on to next season. That's all we can hope for, really.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.